Hello everyone, Para here from the Paradox Brothers channel. Today I'm going to be doing a box opening of this reprint 25th anniversary edition of Invasion of Chaos. Invasion of Chaos was a very impactful set, especially during the time that I was playing. And yeah, it was extremely like brought in Dark Magician of Chaos, Blockbuster Soldier, the Chaos kind of engine in general, a bunch of other really cool cards. Dimension Fusion, maybe I don't know if a Return from Different Dimension was in here as well, but Dimension Fusion definitely is in here. A lot of very powerful, very strong cards. So I'm going to try to keep this short, so we'll go ahead and get into it. Save time here. I'm just going to go ahead and get them out of the box. The cards I'm looking for are like, let's say Dark Magician of Chaos would be one. That'd be really cool. Stealth Bird, so for kind of burn stall decks. Jama, probably a good Ojama token if you're playing with your friends. Oh, I remember this guy. Coach Goblin. Don't remember exactly what he does, but I don't think it's very good. Zero Gravity. This is a card that I feel like is honestly could have some applications in Guild format today. This is a cool, pretty cool artwork actually. Getsu Fuma. Discard battles with a fiend or zombie monster, destroy that monster at the end of the damage step. Be cool if there's a way to make that work. So Big Burn. So this is the shiny card. I'm not even sure I even knew what this card was. Oh, interesting. This could have some applications. So essentially says you can only activate this card when your opponent activates a card that targets a monster in the graveyard. Remove from play all monsters in both players' graveyards. That might be an interesting card to try to use in a deck in the future. So Manju, so searching visual cards, it's always really cool. Soul Tiger, I think this artwork is very neat. And the Thing in the Crater. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VII in a way. So took the plastic off the box because that Konami plastic wrapping is pretty strong. I haven't opened this the first box ever of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've ever opened of a full box. Oh, it was 2 for 2 buy 1 back in the day. Curse Seal, you might see a lot of this in upcoming Guild format if very heavy spell like decks like Reasoning or like that OTK that's been going around Dark Magician of Chaos. You might see that a lot in the sides. Living Lizard, funny artwork. Earth Chant. I'm not actually very sure. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like it's a ritual. Smashing Ground, very good card. It takes out like King Dragon, things like that. It doesn't target, so Horus level 6. No, not Horus level 6 because it's not affected by spells. Yeah. Enrage Battle Axe, really good card. Does piercing damage. You can see it a lot in Beast Down type decks. I like this card a lot because it's a turtle. Gora, Turtle of Illusion. Very cool artwork, I feel like. Grin Manchu Isa. I have a deck that I will eventually profile that uses this card and this card. Chaos Greed, find they're next to each other. And DNA Transplant. One second here. DD Borderline. What's this do again? Well, there is no spells in your graveyard, neither player can conduct a battle phase. That's interesting. Lord Forsen. I played against somebody online yesterday that was actually using this card. Molten Zombie. Witch Doctor of Chaos. They were all about, obviously, chaos is the theme of this box, right? Robin Zombie. If your monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, send that top card of their deck to the graveyard. Probably don't want to do that in most cases, but Ojama Delta Hurricane, funny card. Solid Destruct button. Played against somebody online who used this also on a Jalkin last turn in the deck recently. That was no fun. It did win that though. They eventually just gave up. Blazing Inpachi. I really like the Inpachi cards. If you're not familiar with the lore of Inpachi, then I suggest that you look it up. Charcoal Inpachi is one of the coolest looking cards. And Recycle. Yeah, I'm really happy that they reprinted these sets. One, looks like, as I said, I didn't get a chance to open them when I was a kid. Sylphid. I really like Sylphid. I actually needed another one of those because I gave one to Dox, I believe, at some point, and he uses it. And I think his wife uses it in one of her decks. Neobug, and Inferno, or like a Chaos for Fire. I can't remember exactly what it does. Spirit of the Pot of Green. Destruction Ring. This card is destroy one face-up monster on your side of the field to inflict 1,000 points of damage to the player's life points. It's like a very bad destruction. Oh, I don't remember this guy's name. Granadora. Finrear. Funny how the water kind of chaos cards are next to each other. Water in general. Torpedo Fish. And Primal Seed. I'm also considering I've seen decks using this Primal Seed card, and I want to make like a Blackluster Soldier deck that uses it. So you might see that in the future. It's a really cool card. If you haven't seen like Jinzo and Tonic's channel, I believe he has a video where he's playing a deck that he made using it. It's very fun. Soul Absorption. Giga. Oh, Dox can pronounce this perfectly. Giga, Gaga, Gigo. You see this sometimes because it's 5-star water monster. You see it in like Umi Legendary Ocean decks because you can normal summon at 2450. Very strong. Pinch Hopper. Earth Chain. Chain Disappearance. Now this card, when a monster with 1,000 or less attack is summoned, banish that monster with 1,000 or less attack. Then your opponent banishes all cards with the same name from their hand and deck. So this can take care of cards like Jowkin, for example. You use this, and someone summons a Jowkin and you use this, you just beat that deck, essentially, because it banishes all copies. Insect Princess. Yellow Luster Shield. Griffin's Feather Duster. And Gale Lizard. Griffin's Feather Duster counters. No, destroy all spells and trap cards on your side of the field, increase your life points by the number of destroy cards times 500. Probably something you don't want to do most of the time. Alright. Another Lord Forzen. Curse Seal. Smashing Ground. Dralago, that's a cool card. DD Designator, that's a very good card. Very good card in the side deck, especially if you're, modern day. You almost have a pretty good understanding of what most decks are using and what they may have in their hand. If you attack it to like a Magician of Faith, for example, they pull back something. DD Designator, banish that card, get to look at their hand. It could be really, really good. Chaos End, also use this in that Chaos deck I was kind of mentioning earlier. Another one of these guys. Chaos Necromancer. And Stumbling for the kind of Dream Clown sort of decks out there. Now that Manju before it got reprinted like a lot recently. Actually, it was kind of an expensive common. DD Borderline, Neobug, Molten Zombie, Witch Doctor of Chaos, Robin Zombie. Oh, that's cool. Invader of Darkness. Dox actually gave me one of these. Another Manju. Sacred Crane for the kind of monster gay reasoning decks. Torpedo Fish. I think Doc said he was going to make a Manju deck, and since I already have 3 Manjus, I'll probably just give these to him. Balloon Lizard. Soul Absorption. Oh, this is a long one. Shopman, the Desperate Outlaw. So, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure this is a reference to early manga before kind of the game took precedent in the manga, there was actually like when Kaiba was like very evil at the very beginning. If I didn't tell you this already, Kaiba is my favorite character. But at the beginning of the manga, he was pretty bad, and he made this whole sort of game. I'm not going to spoil a lot of it, but I will say there's a criminal that Kaiba hires to attack Tristan and Joey at some point, and he had a very similar name to this. Pinch Hopper, another destruction ring, another Grin Manchu, self-destruct button, Terror King Salmon, and Recycle. Alright, continue on here. I know that Docs will also be opening. I think I can't remember the two exactly. I think one was an Invasion of Chaos. Gigantes, very good for the Earth Beat decks. Ojama Black, cool that we got the other Ojama. Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness, Princess Fairy. Let's see. Kunga, I could be pronouncing that correctly. Des Kangaroo, one port of Master of Isles, I believe, right? Or maybe not, I can't remember. Begone Knave, Skull Mark Ladybug, and Multiplication of Hands. It's fun opening these boxes because you see a lot of cards that are obviously very nostalgic and cards that you don't necessarily see played because they're not really that good. Another Sylphie, that's cool. Pretty happy about that. Another one of these, the Chaos Sorcerer, very cool. Thunder Crash, this is one of those cards I don't even recall. Destroy all monsters that you control, and if you do, inflict 300 damage to your opponents for each monster destroyed. Could be a decent answer to like Ojamas, I suppose, or if you Goat Lock yourself. Interesting. I mean, there might be better answers, but Docs has a deck that uses this. It's pretty cool. Finrear, Tower of Babel. Always thought that name was cool. Crimson Ninja, Flip Monster destroys a trap, and another Blazing Impachi. Got this back, and another will be halfway through. Spatial Collapse. Boganian. Interesting name. Hero Emerges. Kind of the very beginning of like cards that were battle traps but did interesting things. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, your opponent chooses one random card from your hand, and then if it's a monster that can do special summon, otherwise send to the grave. That could be an interesting tech in Reasoning Gate decks, honestly. A Hero Emerges. Might make a video of things like that as I see these in a full to the side. Hyper Hammerhead. At the end of the damage step, if an opponent's monster that battled this card is not destroyed, return that monster to the hand. That's actually not that bad. Lataza, I love this card. Anti-aircraft flower. That's actually it's a gun kind of in a flower. It's kind of funny. Bikwala, very cool card. I like the idea of making like a ninjutsu art of transformation deck with Bikwala would be kind of cool. Dimension Distortion and Energy Drain. Alright, last pack of this half, and then we'll do the other half. So, most of you watching this probably know already, but especially on these types of booster boxes, since they've been reprinted several times at this point, you're not going to make your money back, so just open them for fun. Being's Hand Mirror. I think this artwork is always so cool. I'm going to read it later. Battleship, or Blasting the Ruins. Interesting. Dawn Turtle. That's just a funny name. Inferno. Fuma Shuriken. Chaos End. Another Sacred Grain. Gale Lizard. And Salvage. Alright, moving on to the other half. View Koki, Zombie Decks, DD Borderline, Smashing Ground, another Hyper Hammerhead, Ultra Evolution Pill, Fenrir, Griffin's Feather Duster, Cannonball, Spear, Shellfish, quiet name, and the Thing in the Crater. Soul Absorption, the Curse Seal, yeah, that's the third one. Spirit of the Pot of Greed, Inferno, Mad Dog of Darkness. Ooh, this is cool. Free the Brave Wanderer. Very cool, kind of, I guess you'd call it like a tech kind of card. But banish 2 light monsters, destroy 1 monster on the field that is higher attack than himself. Soul Tiger, another big koala. That's cool. Set that aside, and Energy Drain. Stealth Bird, Boganian, Coach Goblin, Thunder Crash, another Chain Disappearance, Anti-Aircraft Flower, Ojama Delta Hurricane, Terra King Salmon, and DNA Transplant. The third selfie, Ojama Black, Burning Algae, another funny name, Earth Chant, Dark Triceratops, Gora Turtle of Illusion, Yellow Luster Shield, Torpedo Fish, and Selfish. I really liked early Yu-Gi-Oh's obsession with turtles. Don't know if that carried on later on. If it did, let me know. Stealth Bird, another Ryukoki, Burning Algae, Spirit of the Pot of Greed, Curse of Darkness for those kind of lockdown burn strategies. Oh, this is super cool. This is one of the cards I wanted the most. So Dimension Fusion, very cool. Um, yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Griffin's Feather Duster, Cannonball, uh, Cannonball, Spear, Shellfish, and Heart of the Underdog. I've seen a couple decks use this. It can be very interesting. Yeah, back to this Dimension Fusion for 1 second to appreciate it. Very cool. This was still a pretty expensive card. It's like $15 or so even after this reprint, but maybe it's gradually going down. But this is a very cool card. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Strike Ninja decks and decks that remove stuff from play. That's pretty cool. All right, moving on. Jade Insect Whistle. This kind of reminds me of the whistle in Yu Yu Hakusho, if you've ever seen it. There's in one of the early seasons, there's a villain that uses a whistle to control demon insects. It's pretty cool. Jama Yellow. Sorry, can't speak. Prickly Fairy, Pinch Hopper, Stray Lamb, Tower of Babel. I'm gonna read what this card does. I can't remember. I don't think it was good, but Amphibious Bugroth MK3. I love the kind of machine archetype. Multiplication of ants, and another Primal Seed. Very cool. Hopefully I get one more Primal Seed in here. If I get one more Primal Seed, one of my next decks will be not. I've got a couple planned actually after this, but I'll make it in the queue to do like a Primal Seed Blockbuster Soldier deck and try to make it competitive. This guy, I'm not going to bother chopping the name up trying to say it. Boganian again, another Burning Algae, Hyper Hammerhead, Lakunga, Yellow Luster Shield. This is, if you've ever seen you've seen the original Duel Monsters anime, which is my favorite one, but this is from the match with PK, Player Killer in the manga, but Panic is the name of the dub. Another Bugroth, a Gale Lizard, and another Blazing Apache. Really like the artwork of these packs as well. Definition of Chaos, Yugi, and the Dual Disc. Another Ojama Yellow, Facial Collapse. I've seen a few people use that. Molten Zombie. And 2 in a row. That's kind of funny. Another Mataza. Wild Nature's Release. This, I have no idea what it does. Target 1 beast or beast warrior type monster. It gains attack equal to the current defense until the end phase. And if it does, it is destroyed during the end phase. It's almost like a worse limiter removal for a worse. Well, actually, you could. I can't remember what it was, but where's Big Koala? 2,000 defense, though. Well, I'll set this off to the side. It's interesting. Ojama does a Hurricane, Chaos Necromancer, and Dimension Distortion. It's funny when I was a kid at least, pulling packs, and most of the packs I got was actually they were from participating in tournaments. Back then, cards like Mirror Force were very expensive. All the staples are so cheap now. Balloon Lizard, Gigantus, a Hero Emerges, Witch Doctor of Chaos, Berserk Gorilla. I'm happy about this one too. This used to be a fairly expensive kind of non-shiny card, and I needed a third one, so. Anti-Aircraft Flower, Tower of Babel. Oh yes, another Fountain Seed, and Recycle. Cool. But yeah, all the packs I used to get back then, for the most part, were from participating in tournaments. Blasting the Ruins. Another one of these guys. A Chaos Sorcerer. A Zero Gravity. Enraged Battle Axe. I also am very interested in making a Beast Down deck. I think Beast Down could do really well right now if we figure out a way to get like beyond the wall that's Gravekeeper's Spy. Gora, Turtle Illusion, another Sacred Crane, Crimson Ninja, and Stumbling. Down to the last 2 packs here. Doing pretty good on time actually. 23 minutes at this point, something like that. Neo Bug, Fiend's Hand Mirror, another Sea Serpent, another Chopman, a Sasuke Samurai number 3. Now, which one is this one? When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life, your opponent draws cards until they have 7 in their hand. I mean, if you wanted to do like some heavy slump sort of tactic, you could make this kind of somewhat viable. It's light, which is a benefit that the other ones don't have. Self-destruct button, Grandoria, another Chaos Greed, and a Skull Marked Ladybug. Last pack here. Already pulled Dimension Fusion, so that was one of the most desired cards out here. I'm curious for myself. Lord Poison, Jade, Insect, Whistle, Dawn, Turtle. This is doing to see. When this card is found while summon or flip summon, you can special summon any number of Dawn Turtles from your hand. Well, it's not something that really comes up that much, I'm sure. Molten Zombie, Compulsory Evacuation Device, another one of these, a Chaos End, Heart of the Endjog, and finally, a Gale Lizard. Alright, well, let's see here. Don't know if I pulled out all the shiny cards or not, but I'd say I'm pretty happy with this, especially the Dimension Fusion, probably one of my most desired cards. And I got to see some cards that honestly and genuinely inspired me to come up with other ideas. So if you do have like the disposable income to allow yourself to buy a box of this for fun with your friends or family or whatever, I suggest doing it and have a good time. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll see you again soon for another video. Look out for Dox's version of this in the future. He's going to do his own box opening, and I think he'll have more cards than me. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you in the next one. See you later.